Hi and welcome to Transmission. Tonight I am joined by Marlee from various community organisations. So we're having a bit of a chat before, and you're involved with Y Gender, also involved with minus 18. So there was a ukulele type thing as well.
Yeah.
So a few different places.
Indeed.
So Y Gender, so how long have you been involved with them?
Y Gender, I've been on the committee for this year, and I've been in attending Y Gender events for a few years now. So it's
And so what sort of stuff do you get to do on the committee?
At the moment with Y Gender, I get to run events, and I get to do a heap of behind the scenes work. So making sure that everything's running smoothly, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do you enjoy sort of doing all that sort of behind the scenes stuff, or?
I do actually. I really enjoy doing behind the scenes work, and I think it's really important to know everything that goes into what makes an event work. So
cool.
I don't know. I'm very methodical. I'm like yes, 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 yes.
So everything's like very well organised. Then I'm guessing in terms of is there like a specific you plan it out to the T, or is it
I make two plans. Mm-hmm. One is a very structured, this is exactly how it's going to run. Yeah. And the other one is this is very loosely structured. And if the loosely structured one fails, then I move to the very intense structure.
Nice. Yeah. So sort of Y Gender for sort of, this year in terms of doing committee stuff. So what sort of is your involvement in minus 18?
I'm just on their crew, and I take photos for them, and I take some photos with them, I guess, and I just get involved with everything I can help out with. Yeah.
And so take photos, so do you do sort of photography as a hobby, or is it more just,
It's just an interest, and at minus 18, on top of running amazing events for young people, are also really good at engaging people in their interest groups when you join their crew. So.
Okay. And so photography was something that you sort of identified?
Yeah.
That you enjoyed? So
photography and comms and media, so yeah.
Cool. So do you get to sort of do any of that sort of outside of the organisations that you're volunteering for, or?
There's not a huge amount of opportunity when you're 18 and wanting to get involved in something like that. It's outside of that while you're still in school. I don't have a lot of spare time, so it's amazing to be able to do that when I've got spare time and get involved with stuff.
Yeah.
I have some issues with overcommitment and getting involved in everything.
I can relate, that's okay, that's okay. So at the moment, at high school at the moment, so that I'm assuming taking up a bit of time.
Yes.
Sort of coming towards sort of the nitty gritty end of high school, it's year 12 at the moment. How's that sort of stuff going?
I'm doing okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I could probably be a better student, but I'm doing lots of things that I love all at the same time, and I'm doing a lot of stuff that I was told, hey, you can't do that in year 12, and I'm just proving everyone wrong.
Excellent. So then that's when the overcommitment type stuff comes in.
Yeah, it's like I had 1 week 6 sacks to do in 5 days, and 4 of them were in the space of 2 days.
Yeah.
So that was a week where I was like, oh no, and then I had 3 meetings on 3 nights of the week, and I was just like, whoa.
So already really busy in general. And before you were talking about, when we were having a chat about that you're involved with really into ukuleles.
I love ukulele.
Which, how does one become sort of involved in playing ukuleles?
Well, I started playing ukulele because I saw a group of people performing, and I just looked at them and I said, that is going to be so much fun. I want to do that so much. So I bought a $20 ukulele and just went and joined the local group and just never put it down, I guess.
Was it easy to find a local group? Because it doesn't, was it hard to sort of find?
There is one big group in Melbourne. It's the Melbourne Ukulele Collective, and they are the place to go for the ukulele.
Yeah.
But there's countless lists. I was trying to think of any to name in certain areas, but lots of areas have their own ukulele groups and meets, and it's really an interesting community to be involved with.
Yeah, so in terms of, did you sort of ever take lessons or anything, or did you sort of just teach yourself?
The group I was involved with run weekly beginners lessons before their main rehearsals, so I went to 2 2 beginners lessons, and then I was up with a big band performing. So I guess it was a bit of a natural thing for me to pick up on. But we have people of all different levels of experience in the group.
Yeah, and so you go and perform and do all those sorts of things?
Go and perform with them, and I perform on my own with my ukulele and my guitar. So I try to get around a bit with my performing.
Yeah. So ukulele, guitar. Do you sort of do any other musical instruments, or is that enough?
Well, I sing, but my voice is going a bit funny at the moment. It's getting ready to break. So
excellent.
So I sing a bit, and I love my a cappella.
Okay.
Yeah, that's like one of my favourite things in Melbourne.
Are you in sort of any form of like a band or a group, or sort of do you perform by yourself?
I do a lot of solo work. It's it's easier because I'm one of those people who's like super organised, but also super busy. So I've just got like these like little tiny time brackets where I can rehearse, and it's really unfair of me to expect other people to fit in with them.
Yeah. And so do you sort of perform out and about, or sort of smaller things? Like what sort of stuff?
I busk throughout Melbourne CBD. My biggest crowd has been maybe 50,000 people.
So not many.
And my smallest crowd has been like 2.
Yeah.
So it's...
So can I ask, the 50,000 people, where was that?
That was at a very large protest.
Okay, cool. So, and you were performing as part of the sort of rally to start?
Yeah, I was just singing a song that people thought would be a good one, and I didn't expect that many people to come. Like when I was first asked to do it, they're like, we might get 3,000, and then on the day, just somewhere between 30,000 and 50,000 people.
So was that like quite nerve-wracking?
It didn't occur to me how many people were there until I was standing on stage singing and just realised that the whole area had filled up, and there were still people coming from like Lonsdale Street near the State Library, and I'm like, whoa.
Wow, because I mean, I'm just thinking like most people would freak out in terms of just speaking in front of that amount of people, but actually being able to perform is, as a sort of an 18-year-old, is something that I don't think most people would have that experience of.
I guess my student politics stuff has really assisted me. Getting involved in so many community organisations has really assisted me as far as my confidence goes in talking in front of people.
Yeah.
And performing is what I love doing. It's easier for me than talking, and honestly, it's easier to perform in front of 50,000 people than it is 4.
Awesome. Well, look, thank you so much for sort of coming on and having a bit of a chat and sharing so much of, your limited time to come in and chat. So tonight we've been joined by Marlee. You're watching Transmission.